Hi, good day to the panel of evaluators of CRI 2023. I'm Nora Shikin, and let me introduce my team member, Dr. Ibrahim and Dr. Vetpal Singh. And we are from University Tamji Petronas. Today I'll be presenting on a diagnosis tool known as I Laureate, which is an integration of 3D ultrasound reconstruction technique and additive manufacturing for diagnosis of ATFL, which is a type of ligament at ankle bones. Sports are important recreational and professional activities that are increasing worldwide. Have you ever had ankle injury? Myself, I had experienced ankle injury while playing volleyball, and it was very painful. Now, statistically, ankle injury contributing to 14% of total injury in sport. Now, among the ankle injury itself, 80% corresponds to ligament injuries. Here we are focusing on the diagnosis of injury on ligaments around ankle bone. Now, what is a ligament? Now, ligament is a short band of tough fiber connective tissue that connect bones to the other bones for making a joint. Now, there are 4 types of ligaments around our ankle, which is PTFL, ATFL, DL, and CFL. Now, the anterior talofibular ligaments is more prone to injury compared to the rest. The damage to ankle ligament is due to foot inversion, although other type of may also cause injury as well. Now, ultrasound is widely available, easy to use and less expensive than other imaging methods such as MRI for soft tissue evaluation. Ultrasound imaging is extremely safe, and in fact it doesn't use any radiation. Now, in the case of clinical diagnosis of soft tissue, ultrasound scanning gives a clear picture of the soft tissue that may not show up well in X-ray images. Now, although it's a valuable tool, but it has some limitations. This is mainly to the fact that the sound waves cannot travel well through air or bones. Some regions cannot be clearly viewed using ultrasound scanning. Now, due to this reason also, the ultrasound can't really provide accurate quantitative and qualitative estimation of the damaged tissue. And subsequently, any procedure or treatment sometimes is difficult to be administered. And apart from that, scanning of ultrasound sometimes can be time consuming. Now let's look at the overall block diagram of I Laureate on how it is able to provide 3D imaging of the ATFL region based on ultrasound images. Now the main process can be divided into these 3 block diagrams. To DIAD, which is the image acquisition device by the ultrasound images, ultrasound scanning, and then it goes into 3D imaging. And what involved here is basically taking in the 2D ultrasound scanning and then perform segmentation in order to highlight the ATL regions, and then perform 3D reconstruction. From the information of the 3D reconstruction, it then able to calculate the volume of the regions, and then this will then can be input into the additive manufacturing device, which is a type of 3D printer. And why is it useful? It will be useful for clinician in order to monitor the recovery process of the patient throughout the treatment duration. Now this slide is showing the layout of 3D imaging section of the I Laureate, showing the landing page and graphic user interface that will be used by the clinician. So it is able to show the layout of the right cartilage and 3D view of the ligament itself, as well as showing the 3D printing of the ligament section. Let's look at the impact of the diagnosis system I Laureate. Now in summary, the advantage or the impact of I Laureate include accurate quantitative and qualitative assessments of the ligament injury, which actually come from the fact that the system generates the C-plane and the 3D plane of the affected ATFL region. This will then basically reduce the diagnosis time by the radiologist, and it also allows a treatment procedure to be administered on timely manner. What about the market potential of I Laureate? It has huge market potential, considering that in Asia alone there is around 151 million patients in Asia, and half of it occur from sport activities. The social benefit of I Laureates are both to the patients as well as the practicing clinician. Now, in terms of commercialization potential of the I Laureates, the cost of 3DI is around $10,000. That is for 1 unit license per year. Now, if you look at the number of hospitals worldwide, it's around 156,000+ hospitals. And if the unit is to be installed on every hospital, then we talk about projected income on yearly basis is around 1.57 million. In terms of business model, the diagnostic tool, the I Laureates need to be commercialized to healthcare professionals and hospitals through a local business partner, where they need to work with original equipment manufacturers or other companies to produce and distribute the product. Now, in the context of minimum viable product, in Malaysia we have equivalent terms, which is known as technology readiness level, and I Laureates is considered under TRL4, which means that it's currently at the level of laboratory scale prototype. Lastly, we would like to highlight that the I Laureate is already patented in Malaysia, and here are the related publications. Before we end our presentation, we would like to thank CSIR, which is a Center for Intelligent Signal and Imaging Research Group at UTP, and Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering in providing financial support as well as research facilities and enable us to complete the project. Thank you.